R129, a review plus tune. Welcome back to another video, this time about the newest car added in the market. The Mercedes lineup presents the Mercedes SL600 R129 from 1995. The R129 is Mercedes' long-lasting two-seater Grand Tourer that originated over 5 decades ago. It goes back to its roots of the SL300 from 1954. This long-lasting kind is still going on. Now, the introduction of this car into the small market instead of Mercedes viable cars makes Mercedes while shopping, a dominant brand amongst all the other ones, since the previous 3 models the brand had didn't showcase its full potential. Now that the SL600 has been introduced, Mercedes can finally compete against some top-tier brands such as Ferrari, Lamborghini, Lotus, Honda, Nissan, and many more. The R129 is a monster due to having an M120 engine. This is a 6.0 liter V12 from 1995 that had 394 PS and 570 Nm, while being naturally aspirated. The R129 suffers from a huge issue. Weight. It weighs 4,193 lbs. This makes the R129 accelerate from 0 to 100 in 5.9 seconds, being nearly slower than a few Hondas, and this comes with a 5-speed manual and automatic transmissions. This car does 300 on Nittoku DH, but it's slower than some titles. However, they are one of the fastest cars for the highways, which means that you shouldn't use them on low-speed courses. This is quite the collector's car in the market, due to it being the first fighting chance Mercedes has to battle other 30 cars, but due to its weight, it might have some meat. Now, the cars are I also did a few tests on the bone stock SL600 to determine the handling characteristics, the braking characteristics, the acceleration, and the top speed. Now, the handling of it can be determined the same for any Grand Tourer. Boaty, floaty, but very stable, which makes it a perfect cruiser. However, it also can make it wheel spin a lot due to its huge power and high weight, especially because it's also in an FR layout, which means front engine, rear wheel drive. It also has an issue with collisions in the way that the wheels have some spot where they mess up, which can cause issues when driving. In terms of braking, I compared it against the strongest car that has brakes, against the weakest car with brakes, and then decided to see where the SL600 landed. It was a little bit towards the bad brakes. In terms of axle, I made a personal tune and the bone stock. Now, my tune can do 6.8 seconds 0 to 100, meanwhile the bone stock SL600 barely goes out of the 6 mark. However, my tune is made for C1, so it loses some torque at the stop. The tune of it is at the end of it. If you want to get it, you can just skip ahead. However, this makes the SL600 after the torque nerve one of the best accelerated cars. In terms of top speed, it has a very competitive top speed compared to a newest car, or actually to the newest patch of the game, reaching 310 by its own key. Now, let's talk about some of the rivals the SL600 has. Now, to do this, I tested all 5 rivals, or actually all the 4 rivals around the Nittoku GP. Its main rival being the A50 CSI, which I sourced from Lucid, and a few other rivals that are indirectly correlated to will be the Corvette, D300CX, and the Supra JC8, due to them all being Grand Tourers. Now, I tested this via lap times in each of these cars. So, let's go ahead and see the results. Now, all the cars are coming up onto the finish line and we'll see their actual lap. The leader will be the Corvette Galant Sport is the first place, Supra in second, 3350, 4th SL600 and 1500 series. My tune is way better in time attacking spec. As you can see, it got over a second on the Nittoku GP track. Now, on day 1 release of the SL600, this car had a few issues, let's say. Its track was broken and the torque was broken as well. The car could reach over 340 km/h and clock 311 on C1. Now, this is it. The car can easily push 15 or even 14 with a decent drive. In my first few laps with my own tune, I managed to do a 316. However, the car is really easy to drive, unless you hit a wall. Here are the settings if you want to apply the tune for yourself. It will cost you about 7.5 million to do this, without counting the kit obviously. However, due to the immense torque of the SL600, change a few things in the suspension, and you can make a pretty good drift car with minimal tuning. In terms of customization, this SL600 is pretty boring stock. It doesn't have anything except for a running kit, and it doesn't cost much to apply this. Now, the overall rating of the SL600. Price, 5.5 out of 10. Top speed, 9 out of 10. Drivability, 8 out of 10. Acceleration, 6 out of 10. Handling, 6.5 out of 10. And braking, 4.5 out of 10. The difficulty of this car could be rated as beginner due to its easiness to drive and how fun it is. The total points will be 39.5 out of 60 or 65% out of 100, which isn't a bad score. Thanks for watching. If you want to join, my Discord server link is in the comments. Now, here are some videos that may interest you if you want to see them.